Good morning, everyone. I'm Tanya, the Starlit Stitcher, and welcome to my cross stitch channel. Now, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I love sharing my stuff with all of you. I love you all. It is so fun to film and upload these videos every week. Now, this week, I had somebody who wouldn't stop meowing in the back half of the camper today. So, here she is, since she wanted out so bad. This is Sunny. See, she wants to escape, so I'm going to put her down. But yeah, so that's who makes a... Now, it's kind of weird that they actually don't meow that much back there, except for when I'm trying to film up here. Now, what is that? It's kind of like when you're on the phone. Everybody around you wants to bother you, but it's like, you had to wait until I was busy to come and do the thing. So yeah, it's like that with the cats. The cats are like an extended family, you know, more children. But before we get into my stitching, I want to share a new Flosstuber who popped up in my feed yesterday. So I clicked on her video and I enjoyed it. She had some amazing stitching, amazing finishes, pillows, regular framed, and she has some very beautiful whips that she's currently working on. Now, her name is Angie, and her channel is Tiny House Stitcher. She does live in a tiny house. I think she said that she's lived in it for about a year. It's been her dream to live in a tiny home, and so she accomplished that dream. And so she talks a little bit about that, and she also talks a little bit about ideas for maximizing her space, which I'm in a camper myself, so I'm all about tips and tricks and things like that to get the most out of the space that you have. But like I said, awesome time watching her. I think you guys will enjoy her too. So I'm going to link her channel below so you can go and check her out. And so let's go into what I worked on this week. Now, here in Northwest Arkansas, it's been rather gray weather for the last few days. And so I didn't get as much done as I had hoped. But you know what? I'm going to stick with the motto that everything counts. Now, for me, that means whether you do 5 stitches or 5,000 stitches, it still counts. If you can't sit down and do your stitching, but you were able to kit something up, that counts. If you can't sit down to do your stitching, but you can prep your fabric or prep your threads before you get started, that counts. Everything counts. That, you know, as long as it's related to working towards the end goal of getting the project done, that counts to me. So yeah, I still feel really good about what I was able to get done. So let me share that with you. So firstly, I worked on Unicorn Poop for Sale. This is a Heaven and Earth design by Sheena Pike. It is a retired chart, but look how cute that is. My plans for this is when my house finally arrives, this will be going into the kids' bathroom. I love it. I think it's hilarious. I think it's cute. And I think that, you know, guests having to use the bathroom will see that and will enjoy it too. But here's where I'm at this week. Now, I finished out to the bottom of the rainbow down here. There is a little bit of sky stitches down in there because of how mixed in that it was. I just decided to go ahead and do them. It looks almost the same, you know, it looks pretty close to the other blue that was in the rainbow, but I promise, sky stitches are there. I don't know what that was, but we're going to keep going. And so then I came up here to the top, and the top of the rainbow comes over quite a bit into page 4 for the top little bit. So I'm kind of sectioning that off as I go to make it a little bit more manageable for me. And so that's where that is going. Now, I'm stitching this on an 18 count easy grid Ada. That is specifically to help me deal with the lighting situation here in the camper. I just can't do 25 count 1/1 right now. And so that's why I decided to go with 18 count Aida, and I'm stitching with 2 threads full cross, and it looks good, I think. Okay, next up is my focus project. I am may or may not be where I wanted to be at by this point, but you know what? That's okay, because I still got a lot done. This is Long Dog Sampler's Pandemic, and it's a big one, guys. It's huge. And there's the full chart there. And here is where it's at. Okay, so you see me. Here's the project. So it's already really big. There we go. And that is where it's at. So let me try and give you a close-up here so that you can see it a little bit better. I'm stitching this on a 28 count Haunted Lugana by Picture This Bless. And my floss is DMC 3756. I said 2 different numbers with those numbers last week in my video, but it's 3756. I even pulled it here to remind myself. It's not white. It's 3756, which is a very pale ice blue. It just looks like white when I put it on here. And then there's some butterflies up in here that I did the back stitch with DMC 647, but otherwise it's DMC 3756. And there it is. Yeah, I am not ashamed on what I got done on this week. Okay, and so lastly, I didn't work on my American Deer at all in this last week. That's so blasphemous. Like, it feels so weird that I didn't pick him up. But I did work on my Nutcracker Village because I want to make at least one goal for this month. And so this is what I've been working on. Trying to get this middle block done so I can try and get it caught up to the rest of the sal. And then it won't always be in the back of my head going, work on me, you're behind, you need to get caught up. And, you know, always that, like, you know, I'm doing a block at a time, so I feel okay about it. But it's like that feeling of, I know it's not caught up, and it's, yeah. But I got this first tree done and all the presents and the snow under it. I did a lot of the snowflakes, and I did the main green in this other tree. And so I feel like I'm pretty much home free on this block. If I keep working on this block will be done by next week, and then I will be all caught up on this. And then it will be April, and then there will be the ice cream parlor is coming next, which I already ordered, and so I'll be ready for it when it arrives. And so, yeah. This is kind of a shorter video for me this week. But I had been hoping that all of my Nashville pre-orders would be here by now. But as we all know, not always everything goes the way that we had planned. And there were a lot of popular charts this year at market. And so I may or may not have overindulged myself, but I didn't buy anything from market last year, so I kind of feel like this year sort of made up for it. But anyhow, I'm still waiting for some of that stuff to come because, yeah, if the shops ran out, they can't send it to me, so they have to wait to get more before they can make it. So yeah, when they get it, then I will get it, and then I can show you guys. Good things are always worth waiting for, and this is another one of those things. And so, yeah, when I've got all the stuff, what I'm going to do is a separate video for all of those, because I like to talk about stuff. That's probably going to be a half-hour video, like just by itself. Some people will be interested in that, other people not. And so that's what I'm going to do. When it's all here, it'll be a special video on its own. And then maybe I'll talk about, like, you know, my top 3 favorites or whatever in my regular video. So I don't know if that will be happening, you know, receiving everything before I get my next regular video up next week. But hopefully, and if not, then whenever it comes, that's when you'll get it. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button down below, because that tells YouTube you like watching me, and it also tells YouTube that you like watching these crafting and stitching videos, so it'll have other people's videos pop up more in your feed also, not just mine, other people too that you've never seen before. And there's so much to see out there. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to miss out on anything. So that's a way that you can not only help my channel, but also help yourself to explore if you want some more to watch. Subscribe if you're watching me every week. I know some of you do. I've got a lot of repeat viewers who are not subscribed. Maybe you're just kind of feeling me out. I don't know. But if you're watching every week, you may as well subscribe. It'll make it a lot easier for you to find me instead of typing in that search every week. But that's it all for this week. I'll be back next Wednesday with some more updates. Hopefully National Market stuff. But if not, that'll happen when it happens. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.